First practice in Hungary, and it was Carlos Sainz with the quickest lap of the session, a 1 minute 18.750. The Spaniard was more than a tenth quicker than current Drivers' Championship leader Max Verstappen with the second best time. Charles Leclerc quickly admonished himself after last week's errors led to another DNF. The Monegasquers retired while leading 3 different Grand Prix this season, losing a potential 75 points. P3 could be a good indication that his focus is back on track. McLaren are the most successful team at Hungaroring, having won the Grand Prix on 11 previous occasions, more than any other team. Lando Norris appeared to be in fine form in first practice, P4 for the Briton and P8 for his Australian teammate Daniel Ricciardo. George Russell found certain sections of the circuit a little uncomfortable. The Briton later found his silver arrow locking up at the rear at turn 1, P5 as the flag fell, 2 places higher than teammate Lewis Hamilton, who suffered a small lock-up at turn 12 and went wide. Both Alpines found themselves in the top 10, Esteban Ocon with the bragging rights over Fernando Alonso, who celebrated his birthday today. The 41-year-old scored his first win in Formula One here back in 2003, and the 2-time world champion had to have his wits about him at turn 3 as he encountered a slow-moving Lance Stroll on the apex of the corner. The Canadian later rumbled over the curbs, exiting turn 11.
Big forest strike.
Yeah, copy Lucy.
Massive.
Yeah.
Aston Martin teammate Sebastian Vettel was in the news this week, the 4-time champ announcing he'd be ending his illustrious F1 career at the end of this season. P11 for the German this time out, 1 place better than Stroll. Yuki Tsunoda had a huge lock-up at turn 1, the Japanese driver taking his AlphaTauri deep into the first corner's very generous runoff area. Kevin Magnussen was given the opportunity to try out the long-promised Haas upgrades in FP1. Mick Schumacher is expected to get his in time for Spa-Francorchamps, the German taking his earlier spec car wide at turn 3 and later encountering some traffic.
What is it with them staying on the raceway?
Yeah, copy.
So Sainz from Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris and Russell, followed by Sergio Perez, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Ocon and Alonso. Vettel and Stroll 11th and 12th ahead of Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Zhou Guanyu, Alex Albon, Magnussen and Schumacher. Robert Kubica once again deputised for Alfa Romeo, with Valtteri Bottas sitting out the session, and Nicholas Latifi completes the rundown.